Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for passing by. Thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you very much for watching my videos. You are greatly appreciated. So, I've been watching a lot of videos of lately, here and there, all over different sites, different media houses, different social media platforms. And I've been watching a lot of bloggers and I've been hearing them. Now, there's a narrative that is being spread on the street that dancehall music has died down, nothing is really happening in dancehall. I even see a few vloggers, including Rick Storm, repeating the narrative and saying that, dancehall has expired or retired or whatever the case may be, and that the music aren't being sold because Vibes Cartel put out his album and it's not selling, it's not doing well. Other persons have put out their music and it's not hitting, it's not topping Billboard chart, it's really not doing well. And so many persons are questioning, what's up? What's up with the dancehall? And everybody's adding their 2 cents to it. Everybody is saying that, this album did well, this person should get Artist of the Year, this person should get that. And many persons are ifing and butting, disagreeing. I was watching, I think it was CV, and he was speaking on the same argument and was saying that so many persons are putting out album, but they tend to be strategic. They're putting it out later in the year, and when they put it out later in the year, then they believe that because it's trending in the atmosphere and it's at the end of the year during the holiday season again, they believe that they should be awarded Artist of the Year simply based on the fact that they're current right now and they are putting out content or music, that is. But it is just a strategy to keep them relevant at the end of the season, so they will be a part of the topic for Artist of the Year. And he's saying that that only work with people who are really stupid or people who are easily misguided. And so with persons out there who understand music, that simply won't work. You cannot disregard persons who had music going on, putting out several songs, and they were in the street busy all over, and then you're going to ignore them for someone who put out a song in September, October, November, any part during that time of the year, and say that, okay, they were running dancehall and they are the Artist of the Year. And I kind of agree with that. It is a strategy, yes, that many persons use. Like I said, I spoke on Massacre and I said that he tend to be an artist who wants to enter through the back door. You want to push an image that isn't really you when it's about that life. You understand? I'm talking about lyrics. I'm talking about to go battle. It's not really you. I'm not talking about him being a gunman for real. I'm talking about him being actually about that life when it comes to battling or clash. He's not about that. He's always spunking out, but he'll throw a sub in a song and all of these type of things. These are the type of people, what you call them, entering through the back door to cement themselves as a bad artist, as a tough artist. But when it comes to nitty-gritty to clash, they actually chicken out. And there is truth to it because it has been proven repeatedly. So I kind of understand where Rick Storm also is coming from. Someone asked about Vegas and how Vegas album is not doing well. They questioned the numbers around Vegas, and then Rick Storm replied and said that Vegas has been in the music for over 30 to 40 years now. There's much to prove. You understand? And I saw where in CV was saying that the guy's asking because he really don't know. But you know me, as devil advocate, I'm going to walk with a mirror and I'm going to turn things around. There are persons out there who ask questions genuinely because they really don't know and they want an answer. But there are also persons who are very provocative. They are asking to get a reaction out of you. Many of the time the questions are backhanded insults and all these type of things. But there are persons out there who will pick up on it. The person who's asking or the provocateur tend to believe that persons won't catch them. Their sarcasm. They're believing that persons won't pick up on it. But oftentimes people really do. And so when they come direct to you and give you an answer that tends to be kind of harsh, then persons are going to say that the person who respond is disrespectful. But they heard the backhanded insult, or they heard the backhanded compliment, I should say, or the insult behind the tone, or the disrespect behind the tone in the question that was probed to Rick Storm. So I kind of have to agree with Rick Storm in this. Vegas has been in the music for many, many years. So for you to stamp it and push it to him while he's busy promoting his album in an atmosphere where music isn't really selling like that, to say, where is his numbers when, let me not go there as yet. it's kind of unfair. It's kind of unfair. Vegas is doing what he has to do to keep himself relevant, which is vlogging. He also opened a channel speaking on politics and all these type of things. So he's doing what he has to do to keep his name circulated in the algorithm. So people like me, other vloggers, will speak about him, including him. Include him in other hot topics. So, it works. It comes with the territory and it's kind of strategic, like I said. So I won't hold it on to Vegas, really. And I'm going to have to be honest. I can't really hold it on to a beanie man or a bounty killer to be outselling someone who just come in the game. You understand? We can, listen, from 2000, we can blame it on the Napster. We can blame it on all these type of free downloading sites and the persons who started free downloading. So it makes music more difficult to sell and stuff like that. But we do remember that Kanye West put out his album and it did well. College Dropout and stuff like that. There were albums that are still doing well. Nicki Minaj put out hers, 167,000 units and all these type of things. So music is actually selling. The issue is dancehall people are people who support dancehall. They took the music and they put it to one person. Remember, you guys were running with the rhetoric that dancehall is in prison because Vybz Kartel was what? Incarcerated at the time. So you guys didn't really give any props or any respect to any artists who are coming out, who are trying their thing, especially the fact that they are using their own resource to get where they are, to get a break in music. They weren't signed to major label. They didn't have a big engine behind them that's pushing them like that. And so they had to use their resources, whether through whatever hustling gig that they are doing. They did what they had to do to make a name for themselves. Now, when they did all that, I'm sorry, you guys weren't really in support of them. As soon as Vybz Kartel came out with something, then you guys started diminishing or discrediting the artists who got their break. And so when Vybz Kartel was released from prison, many of you started saying that Vybz Kartel is released. Oh yes, he sold out Barclays Center. He's doing all of that. So when he put out an album, people are expecting the album to what? Sell. People are expecting the album to sell. On a bad day, in hip-hop should be a good day in dancehall. Some 10,000 units being moved like a Sawiti. Couldn't sell 10,000 with a 40 million or 20 million followers, but could not sell 10,000. That's a bad day in hip-hop. That should be a good day in Jamaica because Jamaicans do not have a 20 million followers on any social media platform like that. You understand? So we are expecting that. For someone who's selling out Barclay and the narrative is that his tickets were $1,000, how much thousand US, and we find it and we sold out Barclays. We support Vybz Kartel. We're looking at an album that he put out and we are not seeing the reflection of it. Because like I said, what you guys did is something called guerrilla marketing. You use strategies to discredit other artists who are doing their best with their own personal resource with no media traction behind it. But one and two persons who will do like a trendy video or what they call it challenge, a music challenge, dance challenge to their song and stuff like that. That is what helped to push a lot of these artists forward and gave them a name or made them a household name in dancehall. But you guys weren't interested in that. No matter how hard they tried, you guys were interested in taking the entire genre and put it at one man's feet and say that he's running dancehall. But the man who's running dancehall is not able to move anything. Is not able to sell anything. Many persons are saying that, okay, in the high season, I think it was Imhotep was saying that in the high season, first time artists were putting out 8 hits, 8 this and that. And, many persons are saying that it's only one person was doing it, was Alkaline. But here's the thing. Many persons are running that Alkaline flop out. He can't produce a hit song. He can't do this. He can't do that. He's flop. He's this. His song is garbage. This is what people are saying. It's not like when he came out in 2016 and he was doing well. He put out New Levels Unlocked or whatever and the album was doing great. At the time, people were running with the narrative that Alkaline music is garbage. So you can't win with Jamaican crowd. That's basically the point. He was being measured to Vybz Kartel. You guys saw him as a second class or a second person. You understand? When it comes to Vybz Kartel, because you constantly measure him. You put out meme. You did all sorts of disrespectful things. Cyberbullying, cyber attack, Batman this, Batman that, brata this, brata that. That was the narrative. That was a narrative that was being spewed all over social media at a time when the guy was doing exceptionally well. You guys weren't concerned about that. Thanks to the few persons who were hell-bent on supporting Alkaline and his talent and craft to get him to stay relevant to this day. in dancehall. You guys weren't crediting him. So now that he comes out and he's putting out songs and they're not hitting any charts, all of a sudden when he was putting out music, then he was doing well. So I'm saying that you guys are hypocrites. We are listening to these streets and we're listening on social media. We are reading the comments and we see what is taking place. That you guys really aren't interested in supporting dancehall music or dancehall artists. You guys are just interested in supporting your favorite artists, but then you bawl and complain when their album aren't selling. Why don't you get your ass up and buy their album? Why don't you buy their music? Why don't you buy Vybz Kartel music? You know why you guys don't buy it? Because at the end of the day, you're not interested in hearing what he has to say all day, every day. That is the harsh reality. And I don't know why so many of you guys are apprehensive in speaking the truth. It's like there's a jellyback atmosphere out there when it comes to men. You guys are dancing around, skipping fences. You guys acting like you're intimidated by Vybz Kartel. You're intimidated by a man with health issues and obviously some sort of disability problem. You understand me? Yes, he's very talented. I'm not going to take his talent from him. He sold out Barclays. That's very good also. I'm not taking that from him. But at the end of the day, you guys are skipping around fences as if you're intimidated by Vybz Kartel. He is a man like anybody else and you have to speak the truth. Nobody's interested in hearing Gaza BS all day, every day. If you're in a high spirit and you're drinking and smoking somewhere, then fine, it comes on, you will listen it. But at the end of the day, to play that in your household all day, every day, where you're with your girlfriend, you're with your kids, you're with your family, you're having some sort of deep reasoning, you're going to listen to Vybz Kartel all day, every day? Clearly not. You're not going to be around your woman that you respect or your wife, and then you're going to hear, you be clean, let me push it in, and, me want to work with the freaky gal again, me love them. I mean, you're having a deep reason with your wife or your spouse or what your partner, whoever the case may be. Or you're around your children. Are you going to listen to all of that all day, every day? Come on. No, you're not. If I know me, Tesha Miller and all these type of people are not going to be interested in hearing that all day, every day in their ears. Like I said, if you're high and you're smoking and drinking somewhere at a place at a party and it comes on, then fine. Or you have it in a mix, then fine. That's why the album is not selling and you have to speak the truth. It's not selling because people aren't interested in buying that. Birds chirp. If that was a secret, oh well, the secret is out. I am Christine Columbus. I discovered something. People aren't interested in buying that. And that's the issue. You can't be at the peak or that popular, that famous. So many persons love you all over the world. And they are buying your album. They aren't buying. I mean, people are in high spirit. They want to go out and party somewhere. You're in concert somewhere. They will go there because, a lot of time people have, like I said, a boring and mundane life and they want some sort of entertainment. So they will go there because they like the season. Some people love concerts. And so they will go and support the artist. But when you put out something, they aren't really going to sit down and listen to it all day, every day. And that's just the harsh reality. That's the reason it's not being sold. The album is not selling because people don't like it. I am a Saweetie fan. I like Saweetie, hip-hop artist. But clearly, you're not going to sit down and listen to Saweetie all day, every day. You are not. You're simply not going to. She's a beautiful girl, pretty girl. She put out these high-spirited songs that people like and stuff like that. But it's just for a fun moment. So you're not going to listen to Saweetie all day, every day. At some point, you have to put some Lauryn Hill to it. You have to put some Nicki. You have to make something of meaning to what you're putting out. You have to make, and this is the reason you will find a Lauryn Hill to this day can tour. She can do it, whether or not the media is giving her a bad review that she's late, she's this, she's that, people walking out on her. The fact of the matter is that she can still do music. She can still do a concert from 2000, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. That's what we're speaking on. Because real talent doesn't die. And gone are the days when people were looking for real talent and not skin or a whole lot of money behind the artist where they have to pump their own resource. You understand me? They have to generate their own resource to get their own breakout. People are actually looking for real and raw talent. That's not what's happening today. You have to figure your own bill. You have to have an image behind you. You want people ready-made. You want people crisp, clean, and all this type of foolery. You're not looking for talent that you can capitalize on, that you can, improve on and show their growth. That's not what a lot of persons are interested in. They want ready-made people. They want a Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj did not look like Nicki Minaj when she came out. She had to fight the fight and prove her talent just the same. And that is where a lot of the issue lie. And it's the same thing that's in dancehall. the same thing. A lot of you guys are chasing image. A lot of them are chasing this, that, and you have this artist that you're putting on this high pedestal, over respecting, over reverencing, and stuff like that. And they simply cannot carry dancehall. One person cannot carry dancehall. It's just not possible. It's just not possible. So when you say that he's back and he replaced Afrobeat and he replaced this and kill Afrobeat, where? Afrobeat artists are touring. They're putting out songs. Their songs are going on Billboard charts. Afrobeat artists are doing well. So what the hell are people talking about? What the hell are you guys talking about? The truth of the matter is that the content, what is in the content of the music, people aren't really interested in hearing it all day, every day. And so they are not going to buy the album. Guerrilla marketing works, Being a strategist work, It worked, but it worked to a point. It worked to a point. The message behind your music have to have some meaning at some point. It has to have some meaning at some point. But that's all I have to say. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your day. God bless you.